In this episode of the Funeral Report, there was a strong outpouring of love and sympathy as a relatively large crowd attended the closed casket funeral for Derica Rogers, who was murdered and dumped in a cesspit at Milk River in Clarendon. Some of the bereaved relatives who delivered tributes inside Grapple Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church in Clarendon on Sunday, July 20, 2025, tried to sum up the impact of Derica's tragic death.
A part of our family's soul feel missing.
Speculation is rife that the 20-year-old sales representative was slain by a boyfriend who purportedly fled the island. And that's perhaps the reason parliamentarian Robert Chin of the Jamaica Labour Party issued this caution.
To the men out there, you do not own the woman. You do not own the woman. Slavery was abolished like 190 years ago. You do not own the woman.
The crime still shrouded in mystery, but this much is clear as daylight.
The earth is cruel and the hearts of men are desperately wicked. And so sometimes when you hear some people saying that my heart is a church, but the Bible said the hearts of men are desperately wicked.
To reduce the likelihood of desperately wicked hearts striking again, police and soldiers showed up outside the church close to the end of the Thanksgiving service. Their mere presence was enough to spark outrage from a few bereaved relatives who openly accused the police force of not doing enough to nab the suspected killer.
We need justice for Derica. Justice for Derica. We need justice for Derica. Look for big gun. Big gun. I came and I me flag man come to funeral. And the like soldier and police them with big gun.
That woman, Karen Turner, traveled all the way from the Cayman Islands along with her daughter and her son to attend her cousin's funeral. There were several others who came from far, many from near. Vendors also were out in large numbers. They lined both sides of the dusty path leading to the tiny church, which is surrounded by a few houses, livestock farming, and large expanses of flat empty land. The theme colors of the funeral, red and black, also stood out. Inside the sanctuary, a red carpet covered the main aisle. Derica, whose aliases are Muffy and Der, and who has 3 sisters, was born prematurely on Thursday, February 3, 2005. She attended Ricebury Basic School and Yorktown Primary. In 2017, Derica sat the grade 6 achievement test and was placed at Kemps Hill High, but she was transferred to Garvey Maceo High.
How we grow that little girl here, you know? Nice princess, you know? And the little girl will give bad trouble, you know?
She don't give no trouble. No problem Derica give. She always smile. Always smiling. No problem she give.
That time, yeah, we condemn it. We condemn it, brother.
Rose Hodges, who did the eulogy, told the congregation that her late great-grandniece envisioned becoming the best hairstylist or chef, up to when she went missing on May 27 and was found dead on June 1. Derica was a sales representative. Her employer, Netmerch Limited, in a tribute, said it was privileged to have met her, adding that she lived an exemplary life. Some persons who did tributes did not know Derica personally, but they did so in support of her family, especially her parents. Taxi operators, for example, came out in their numbers out of respect for the bereaved father who is their colleague.
You're walking around, laughing with us, but deep down, we don't know what he's going through. So we are sending condolence to his family, friend, and from all the taxi drivers. Yeah.
In a tribute read on her behalf, the mother, Shauna Daniel, gave this description of the daughter she lost.
She was the kind of person who made you feel seen, who gave you her full heart, and who always tried to lift others up, even when she herself was tired. Losing a child is a pain I would not wish on anyone. It's a sorrow that sits deep in the bones, a silence that echoes.
The murder victim's mother, shown there in the foreground sitting in one of the front pews, tried to put the best outside, but she ended up weeping at different points throughout the day. At the conclusion of the Thanksgiving service, pallbearers decided not to use the hearse, but to carry the casket mainly on their shoulders from the church to the family plot about a mile away. Derrica's father, Derrick Rogers, shown there in the red shirt, was a picture of grief as he walked towards the entrance of the grave and took a last look at his daughter's casket.
Earth to hurt, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
The support is good. Everybody love her. We go on the motorcade. I'm so proud to see everybody turn out, young people, old people, everybody turn out.
This evening, the family want to say thanks.
As the proceedings came to an end, one could not help but reflect on the outpouring of love for the bereaved family and the passion with which people talked highly about the late Derrica.
It's a statement. It's a sentiment of your love for this family.
Her killer perhaps had no idea that the script for the final chapter of her story would have flipped so dramatically. from a case of her remains being dumped into a cesspit to them being recovered and buried with the highest degree of dignity. Her sealed grave there is not just a representation of respect, it's also a symbol of priceless closure. Horace Mills reporting from Clarendon for the Jamaica Beacon.